Christmas Day, 1929. Across America, families gathered around tables, exchanged gifts, and celebrated the holiday season. But in a rural farming community in North Carolina, something terrible was about to happen. A tragedy so shocking that nearly a century later, people still struggle to understand it. This is the story of the Lawson Family Murders, a crime that transformed an ordinary Christmas morning into one of the darkest days in America.
The Lawson family appeared ordinary from the outside. The head of the household was Charlie Lawson. He worked hard, provided for his family, and was known throughout the community. Living with him were his wife and 7 children. Life wasn't easy. Money was tight. The Great Depression had begun. But despite the struggles, the family appeared close. Neighbors saw them as hard-working people trying to build a better future. No one could have imagined what would happen next. In the weeks leading up to Christmas, something seemed different. Several people later recalled unusual behavior from Charlie. He appeared distracted, sometimes distant, sometimes unusually emotional. Others claimed he seemed nervous, but nobody considered him dangerous. Looking back, these small details would take on a much darker meaning. Then something happened that stood out. Charlie decided to take his family into town for a professional photograph. Today, but in 1929, professional family portraits were expensive. For many rural families, the Lawson family posed together, smiling, looking toward the future. No one knew that this would become the final photograph ever taken of them together. Christmas morning arrived. The children were excited. The atmosphere seemed normal. There was no sign of fear, no sign of conflict, nothing that suggested violence was coming. The family moved through the morning, exactly as they always had. And then everything changed. As the day progressed, Charlie reportedly sent 2 of his daughters away from the house. Moments later, tragedy struck. Investigators later concluded that he attacked family members one by one. The violence happened quickly. The victims had little chance to react. What had begun as a joyful holiday was becoming a nightmare. Hours passed. The Lawson property became strangely quiet. No laughter, no movement. No sounds from inside. The farmhouse sat silently beneath the cold winter sky. A silence that concealed unimaginable horror. When relatives and neighbors arrived, they quickly realized something was wrong. Inside the property, they discovered a devastating scene. The family had been killed. News spread rapidly. The community was stunned. How could something like this happen, and why?
The murders quickly became national news. Newspapers across America carried the story. People struggled to understand what had happened. The idea that an entire family could be destroyed on Christmas Day seemed impossible. Yet
Yes,
the
I need
evidence
that confirmed
left
immediately.
little room for doubt.
Hold on, I'm writing this down. We are going live in less than an hour. The timeline here doesn't match the witness statement.
If he was here, then the alibi is completely false. That changes everything.
Investigators searched for a motive. Was it financial pressure, mental illness, a hidden family secret? Every theory raised new questions, but none fully explained the tragedy. As years passed, rumors began spreading. Some stories suggested hidden tensions within the household. Others claimed there were secrets the public never learned. Many of these claims remain controversial. Some are likely myths. Others continue to fuel debate even today.
With the tailor's daughter last night.
With the tailor's daughter.
They crossed the border before dawn.
Despite the tragedy, people continued visiting the property. The farmhouse became part of local history. Tourists arrived. Curious visitors wanted to see the place where the crime occurred. For many, it felt unsettling. as if the events of Christmas Day 1929 had never truly left. To this day, historians and true crime researchers continue debating the case. Some focus on Charlie Lawson's mental state. Others point toward family pressures. Some believe there are details that remain unknown. The truth may never be fully understood. The Lawson Family Murders became one of America's most haunting crime stories. Not because it involved a mysterious serial killer, not because the case remained unsolved, but because it shattered the image of safety inside the family home. A place where people should feel protected. Nearly 100 years later, the events of Christmas Day, 1929, continue to raise difficult questions. What caused a respected farmer to commit such a devastating act? Were there warning signs? Could the tragedy have been prevented? The answers disappeared with the people who lived through that day. And perhaps that is why the Lawson family murders continue to fascinate true crime researchers around the world. What do you think happened inside that farmhouse? Let me know your theory in the comments below.